What is up guys, and welcome back to Pokemonks. Today we're taking a look at the 10 most expensive cards from the Sun and Moon era. We're gonna take a look at their price, what they did in the last year, and we also will discuss the prices of booster boxes from this era. But before we start the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and leave a comment so you automatically enter our 100 subs giveaway. Without further ado, let's roll the intro. So let's immediately start with our top 10 chase cards, the 10 most expensive cards from the Sun and Moon era. At number 10 we've got the Rosa from Cosmic Eclipse with a current value of $196, increased to 31% over the last year. We've seen a big increase over the last year. However, the price stagnated at around $220. We've seen a lot of sales in November 2023. And then the price came back down to that $200 mark. At number 9 we've got the Arceus, Dialga and Palkia GX card from the Cosmic Eclipse set, one of my favorite cards from the Sun and Moon era. This card also has seen a big increase over the last year, 37% in total. And this card started in March 2023 at around $120, almost doubled its value to $240, but in the last few months came back down to that $170 mark. At number 8 we've got the Gardevoir and Sylveon GX, started previous year at around $120. Has seen an increase of 40% in the last year, almost reached that $250 mark, but came back down to $178 today. A little bit the same story as the previous card, the Arceus and Dialga cards also reached that value of around $240, but then stagnated and came back down a little bit. At number 7 we've got the Magikarp and Wailord GX, very funny artwork, a little bit different than the other cards. Gained 55% of value over the last year, started at around $160. And then gained value to around $260 nowadays. At number 6 we've got the Licia from Celestial Storm, increased 44% over the last year with a current market value of around $265, started at around $180. Gained value to that $300 mark, but came down the last few months to that $265 point. At number 5 we've got the Gengar and Mimikyu GX, started at around $160. You can pick up this card nowadays for $180, means this card gained a 48% over the last year. At number 4 we've got the first Charizard, the Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. Gained 10% of value over the last year. We all know that Charizard had a pretty hard time the last year. This card started at around $340 last year and now has a value of $384. Now we're entering the top 3. With Lily from Ultra Prism, gained 34% over the last year, started at around that $300 mark and now has a current value of $438. This card gained a lot of value over the last year, went to that $500 mark. It's a little bit a psychological value, so the price came a little bit down. We saw a lot of sales at that $500 mark. And now we are at $438. At number 2 we've got the Charizard GX from Burning Shadows. Decreased 5% in value. The only card in the top 10 that decreased in value. Started at around $400 and now current value is around $378. And then of course the number 1 from Team Up. We've got the Latias and Latios GX. What can I say about this card? This card had already a value of $400 previous year, but today you can pick up this card for $722. That's a 72 increase in just 1 year, the biggest increase from this list and also the most expensive card from this list. So if we take a look at the booster boxes, We already start with the biggest booster box from the list. From Team Up has seen an increase of 100% over the last year. This booster box just doubled in price. We started at that $1,000 mark, and now today you can pick up a booster box for $2,000. Next up, we've got the Burning Shadows booster box, increased 15% over the last year. You can pick up this booster box at around $414 today. And then one of the most popular sets from the Sun and Moon era, Cosmic Eclipse, increased 50%. Previous year you could have picked up this box for around $550, but today you will need to pay $860 to pick up a sealed booster box from Cosmic Eclipse. Next up, we've got Ultra Prism, one of the most surprising figures for me actually from this era. This booster box gained 66% in value over the last year. Previous year, this booster box had a value of around $400. And today, you can pick up this booster box at around $660. Then we have the Celestial Storm booster box, increased 36% over the last year, started at around that $500 mark, and then nowadays you can pick up this booster box for $700. And last but not least, we've got the Unbroken Bonds booster box, increased 31% over the last year. You can pick up this booster box for around $600. Previous year, this booster box had a value of $460. To wrap up a little bit these figures and data, we can definitely say that the top 10 cards from the Sun and Moon era had a significant increase over the last year. However, in the last 3 months, we've noticed a cool down period actually. Some cards have stagnated, some decreased a little bit in value, but just as investors, but also collectors, I think it's just essential for us to keep a close eye on what these cards are doing in the upcoming period. What about the booster boxes? I think the booster boxes from the Sun and Moon era are on fire right now. The prices of sealed products, especially the products before the COVID boom, are skyrocketing. It's not just about the popularity of individual cards within the set, but just holding a sealed product from this era itself is something special. And that's it for today, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below which product or cards you are collecting nowadays from the Sun and Moon era. By doing so, you will automatically enter our 100 subscribers giveaway. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.